When you get one area together, it gets other areas together. Hey, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Asia G, and my channel is a hodgepodge of content, mainly focused on fitness, but I will have some beauty, lifestyle, and clothing thrown in. So today we're gonna be talking about, we're gonna be chit-chatting about my health and fitness goals for 2022. I have two categories that I'll be talking about. The first category is gonna be nutrition, and then the second category is gonna be fitness. Always, for me, I wish I would have got this beforehand. Start with nutrition first. People think the fitness is the hard part. It's the nutrition. Nutrition. I'll be looking down at these nice little handy dandy notes that I wrote. The very first thing on my list is to have less artificial sugar. Not just cut out sugar, not cut it out altogether. I didn't say cut it out altogether. I said less. For our future reference, it's just less. And I've already started doing this with my coffee. My coffee was full of artificial sugar, from the sweetener, from the 0-calorie sweetener packets to like the vanilla syrups that you put in there, like a lot of it. And then some days I would top it off with a little bit of whipped cream and some cinnamon. But lately I've just been having like my coffee with just almond milk. Almond milk probably got artificial sugar in it, but I get the unsweetened brand, so maybe not. And so just having less of that, and just less things that says, when they say like 0 calorie in it, but it's sweet, probably has artificial sugar in it, or sugar alcohols, or sugar some child. I'm still learning, but just less of that. I've done this in the past with chips. In 2021, I did a challenge, a 30-day challenge, where I gave up chips in January because I couldn't stop eating like the whole bag. I would eat like one serving, and then I look up and I ate the whole bag. And I was buying the family size bags. I was doing too much. And then I had gave it up in January, and I did so with it, I turned around and made it my challenge for February. And then in March, I didn't even realize that I wasn't on challenge anymore, but I hadn't had any more chips. I've had some inklings like, oh, chips would be good right now, but I haven't had any chips since January 2021, and it's about to be January 2022. So we'll see how long I can keep this streak going. A more pescatarian diet. I've been incorporating salmon bagels and trout bagels in the morning for my breakfast anyway, but I'm trying to cut down like on how much chicken and turkey and all of that I was eating. When I decided to start counting macros, which I'll talk about in a little bit, I started eating a lot of grilled chicken and grilled meats and all of that, and I kind of want to back up off of it and try to have a more pescatarian diet where I eat kind of mostly seafood, fish, shrimp, all of that good stuff. And then also try to get some protein from plant-based, like sweet pea, lentil, chickpea. The only thing with that is it have more carbs in it than, let's say, chicken or something. Where chicken, you get mostly protein and a little bit of carbs. When you eat your vegetables, baby, you getting carbs and the proteins. You're getting them both. And so I'm not giving up chicken, turkey. I rarely eat beef, but I do get a craving sometimes for a cheeseburger. I just want to eat kind of more lighter food. So the other thing I mentioned was macros. So I started counting macros a little while back, once I finally figured out what everybody was talking about. Y'all ever watch a fitness video and they was like, oh, my macros, and my macros, what y'all talking about? So I had to Google it, and I read what it was, and I was like, I already count calories. The next logical step, let's break down what those calories are as far as this: protein, carbs, and fats. And so I've already been counting macros, and so just to continue counting those macros and just seeing what I'm eating and where my calories are going to. And I use two different apps. I started out with MyFitnessPal. I've been using MyFitnessPal on and off, I know, since like 2011. I recently started using Card Manager this year, when I realized MyFitnessPal wanted me to pay to be able to see my macros like on my main screen where it's easily readable and user friendly. I took my little butt right back over to Card Manager, re-downloaded it, and made myself learn how to use it. I log all of my stuff in Card Manager. Now, Carb Manager food database isn't as big as MyFitnessPal. I will say that, but Carb Manager was created, I believe, more for people who are on keto. It's not gonna have all of those foods in there that MyFitnessPal has. I mean, you can look them up, you can add them in, but they're not just readily in their database. So once I put all of my stuff into Carb Manager, because I don't want to lose my streak on MyFitnessPal. Yes, once I get into a streak, I got to keep my streak, okay? I take my calories from Carb Manager and then I just plug them in. It's like a quick add on MyFitnessPal and complete it for the day. I use 2 different fitness apps. You don't have to do that. You can use one or the other, or you can use a different one. But those are the 2 that I use. Adding more herbs into like my food, like fresh herbs. I might mess around and start an herb garden. I'm not gonna take care of this herb garden. Somebody just gonna take care of it. But I be wanting to start it. I want to start using more herbs like in my cooking, besides like the seasoning, like from the season aisle, but fresh herbs. After that, I started putting like mint and lemon in my water, since I'm cutting down on artificial flavors. I used to use like Skittle packets or water packets. Please feel free to still use those if that's how you get your water down. And how did I get off topic? Where was I? Herbs. Okay. I've been putting mint and lemon in there, but I do want to start learning more about herbs and what they go with and how to cook and use them. Speaking of water, my other thing is that I want to drink a half a gallon of water a day. My goal back in November was a gallon of water a day. And as soon as I made that goal, it's like I immediately stopped drinking water. It was the hardest thing to get water down all of November. But in December, I said, get yourself together. Okay, like the second week of December. The second week of December, I was like, get yourself together. So I got myself this hydro drug from GNC. I seen In with Jen on YouTube, and I've been getting one of these down a day. The last thing as far as my nutrition goes is to just listen to podcasts about nutrition, cooking, healthy lifestyles, count macros, different tips and tricks to hit macros, different ways to think about food and fueling yourself. I know I read this quote one day that says athletes don't diet and exercise, they eat and train. And I love that. I want to learn how to eat and train for the lifestyle that I'm trying to live. 2 of the podcasts that I've already started listening to. One is Empowered Radio, and she just talks about like how to count macros, the difference like being in maintenance phase, a cutting phase, a surplus, building muscle, tips and tricks that when you are cutting, more so known as dieting. But just like in exercise and fitness, they'll call it like cutting instead of a diet. Same difference, you're cutting your calories. On a diet, you're eating lower calories. And so Macros with M, I like her on Apple Podcasts. And then as far as like nutrition, plant-based things, I've been listening to Nutrition Lifestyles with Kim and Joanne. And they're registered dietitians. I know one of them is a registered dietitian. I'm not sure what the other lady does. But they have guests on the show who talk about like different areas of health, nutrition, how food affects your body, different benefits of eating plants, herbs, and they're the ones who got me thinking like, oh, I need to use more herbs. I need to find more ways to make my eating work for me. Second category of my fitness goals is, of course, fitness and exercise. And so last year in 2021, I wanted to learn to swim. Ask me how many times I got in the pool last year. Ask me. 2. So this year, after February, I want to start looking for a swim instructor and negotiate like a monthly rate that I can afford and try to do swimming once a week. I know it's probably take more than that to learn to swim, but considering that I work full time, got a PRN job, I try to make videos for YouTube, I got like outside all of this other stuff that I'm trying to do, I'm thinking once a week. If y'all are familiar with my channel at all, y'all know I did a self-orchestrated marathon the first week of December, and my times were atrocious, but I did it, and I'm gonna do it again. And so that's on my list, is to do another marathon with a goal time of 4.5 hours or less. Don't tell nobody, but I want the or less. I'll start doing a training schedule sometime soon. Now don't you see why I can only swim once a week once I get it started? And then I want to be able to run like my 5K, like 3 miles. I want to be able to run it in under 9 minutes, like 8:40 to 8 minutes, 3 consecutive miles in a row. So like a 5K. So what's that, like 24 to 26 minutes or something like that? And it's just a minier goal to the marathon goal, because I need to get my time down. So I need to run faster so they work together. Strength training 3 days a week. Usually go to the gym Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And that's so I can lift heavier weights. But I can also do strength training here at home. I have like some weights, but they're lighter weights, like an 8-pound weight, 5-pound weight, 12 and 15, and I got like a 20-pound kettlebell. And so either way, I'll do strength training, whether it's at the gym or whether it's at home. And then also listen to podcasts just about fitness and training. So I don't have any podcasts right now that I listen to about fitness and training. Name the fitness ones that y'all listen to if y'all do listen to podcasts below. Every year I make goals for the year. I don't really make, what's the word y'all make at the beginning? Resolutions. I don't really make New Year's resolutions. So I like to make goals. I write them down, and then I just work them, and then I try to revisit them to see how I'm doing. And if I don't complete a goal one year, I will roll that goal right over to the next year. Because one thing about me is if I write it down, I'm gonna get it done. It might not get done in the time frame that I thought it was gonna get done, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna learn to swim. I wrote it down. I'm gonna be conversational in Spanish. I wrote it down. So if you gotta go, write it down. Which segues me into something like off into a tangent, because somebody was mentioning vision boards, and I was like, vision board. Asia, ain't that what you do? If you write it down, you believe if you write it down, it's gonna come to fruition. Ain't a vision board writing down in pictures, words? What? I'm making me a vision board. You're gonna make me two. Back on subject, I'm sorry. Why I make them? It's because I want to make progress. I don't want to keep being in the same spot all of the time. And honestly, I like checking off lists. Like boop, 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 it's done. And for a long time, I always prayed like, God, give me the vision. Let me have vision. And I would get these things that I really wanted to do, and then want to act on them. Well, excuse me, God, for wasting your time. So now when he give me vision, I work through that little anxiety, and I get up and I try. And how I will measure my progress. So just setting like those daily goals and objectives. And so some of them I've already kind of went over. So as far as nutrition, counting the macros, that's already a way to count. Finishing a jug of water. Other things I could do would be meal plan, write a grocery list, meal prepping. And if I'm actually writing a grocery list, that ties into my finance goal, because I shouldn't be in the store just buying stuff because it look good. I'm just saying, they tie into each other. When you get one area together, it gets other areas together. So like with fitness, I can always judge how many days I went to the gym. I can count that. I can measure my waist, my thighs. I can measure my arms to see if I'm having any growth, any muscle growth. I can measure my running times, my miles, how many days I'm training. I can keep track of all of that in numbers. And so I just really wanted to come on and share, because like I said, my channel is health and fitness, and I want you guys to know what you're looking forward to. I want you guys to share your goals with me. If you feel comfortable, leave them down below. What are you guys going to be working on for this year? If it's not health and fitness, do you have some financial goals, some growth goals, some new hobbies or habits that you're trying to start? I know the new year has everybody kind of thinking about that and about what you want to do. So not only think about it, write it down. Make some objectives for it. What would you do on a daily basis or a weekly basis or a monthly basis? Just overall, I want to thank you guys for joining with me today. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's talk down in the comments about what your goals are, what steps you're gonna do to get to those goals. And don't forget to leave me any podcasts or other fitness YouTube channels that you guys listen to. I thank you for joining me today, and I will see you guys next time. Hasta luego.